Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I draw with graphite along with some tips and tricks. But first I want to say thank you for 70 subscribers. Yes, I hit a milestone. I know that's not like a milestone that a lot of people celebrate, but to me, since I've been like growing very slowly, which I'm okay with, like I'm not going to sit here and complain because I'm grateful for all of you. And while I'm on the topic of milestones, my nose tutorial just hit 1K views. I was literally like, oh, what's that emoji? Like, I was like, that's how I was. And yeah, I was just so happy. Like, that tutorial wasn't even that good, honestly, and it got 1K. I literally thought that was mind-blowing, and the quality of that video was very terrible, but the information helped a lot of people, which is the most important thing out of anything. So again, thank you so much for 7 subscribers, and let's just get into the tutorial. Jingle bell. First up, materials. Now obviously you need a pencil, but what kind of pencil? Well, when I draw with graphite, I use a mechanical and a wooden pencil. I use mechanical pencils to sketch out my artwork because the lines are a little bit more sharp and precise. Then I use a wooden pencil for shadows. But before I even think about adding shadows, I need to sketch first. So let me go ahead and get that out of the way. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk about what type of pencil to use. You're probably wondering, well, Jada, we just went over this. But there's different types of wooden pencils. Let's take a look. So these are all of my pencils. As you can already tell, the leads are darker than others. And the lightest ones tend to be the ones that have the H on it. Like this says 2H. These pencils are like the same, but a different brand. So I believe it's Artist Loft. Yeah, Artist Loft. And these are Kimberly. These are my mom's. And then this one, I'm not really sure what that is. But these are exactly the same sets, just different name brands. So the 2H, like this, the H and the 2H, those are the lightest ones. The 2H is actually lighter than this one. So I'm just gonna demonstrate here. So the 2H is, this is the, no, it's not the 2H. No, this is the 2H. And then, let me zoom in. So then this is how light it is. And this is using like light pressure. And this is using harsh pressure. So now the H, I'm just gonna use the green ones. Here's the H. Here's me using light pressure. Now I'm using harsh pressure. See how it's like light? These two are really good for when you're sketching. With the B pencil, this is the HB. As you can already see, the B's are the darkest one. So it has a B, that means it's gonna be a little bit on the darker side. And H is on the lighter side. So then I have 2B. Oh, it's supposed to be light. That's even darker. And I have 4B. As you can see the difference of these. This is the 4B and this is the 2B. You can tell how darker and softer this look and how harsh this one looks. So this one is the 4B. This one is really good for when you're shading, which we'll get to soon. I have a 6B over here somewhere. Yes, this one is a 6B. So compare the two. This is 4B and this is 6B. I need to sharpen it, but this is how it looks. It's already soft. As you can see right there, all these are a little bit grainy and these are like soft. So those are the pencils. There are more than just the 6 of these, but this is all I got and it works for me. Now that you are familiar with the tools, it's time to start shading. I first colored the entire drawing to have, I guess, like a base to work with. You can skip this step if you're using toned paper because it's already toned. You don't really need to do this step. But if you're using white paper, I would highly recommend you do this. Then I take a cotton ball to blend, or should I say make it a little bit more softer so it's not so harsh and rough and you can see those little streaks. So there are different types of tools that you can use to blend. I use many different tools, but you may not like all the tools that I like, so I'm about to show you different types of tools that you can use to blend. So let me demonstrate that. Okay, so now for blending. First step is a cotton ball. You can blend with a cotton ball. That it looks very soft like this. That's why I like to use it. And this is one of my favorite techniques because it has that soft look. That's what I like to do when I first color my drawing, like I demonstrated earlier. And then a Q-tip. Q-tip is exactly like a cotton ball. It's just smaller. So like you use this for small details like the eyes, the lips. But it's not as soft as the cotton ball, and sometimes the tips can look like this. Sometimes they can be a little bit more fluffier. So if you want a soft look, make sure you get a Q-tip that it has like a little, it's fluffy on the tip. So the next one is a paintbrush or a makeup brush. Now a makeup brush can be a little bit more better than a paintbrush, but I don't have any makeup brushes. This is to give you that soft look as well. The makeup brushes tend to be a lot fluffier and you'll probably get a better result like this, but this is all I have. So the fluffier, the better. As you see, this one was very fluffy, so you got a softer look. So now blending stomps. There's 2 different types of blending stomps. You got rolled and pressed. I prefer the pressed one, but they kind of work the same, sort of. Let me demonstrate. So here's the rolled. This one is not a good one. Yeah, kind of harsh, but at least it's blended. So then this one is the pressed one. Right off the bat, you can see the difference. This one looks more softer. This one looks a little bit more grainier. And that's why these are my favorites. Both of these come in different sizes in a pack. You can get them at any craft store. I got these from Huion. And next up, you can use your finger. Finger is probably not the ideal thing to do, but if that's all you have, it works. Only thing is it's not the best. It does make it a little bit more softer, a little bit more lighter, and it also gets your finger dirty, so gotta be careful because when you accidentally like use your fingers, you can get like little spots like that on your paper, and yeah. Now it's time to shade. So when shading, you want to use the side of your pencil rather than using the tip of your pencil. This just makes it easier for you to blend. So you won't have those harsh markings on the paper. Then you want to focus on shading the dark areas only. So I would really highly recommend using a reference. Here is my reference. I circled all the dark areas so it'll be easy for you. So these are the areas that we are going to focus on in this step. So having a black and white reference can really help you with this medium a lot because you're not using color. So using a color image will be kind of confusing and kind of hard, especially if you're new to art and new to finding shadows and highlights in your drawing. I mean, in your photo. Pull them sleeves up. It's about to get messy. So now I'm going to use the 6B pencil and this for the smaller details. Highlights. This is one of my favorite parts of the drawing process. Again, I am placing my reference on the screen to point out all the highlights so it's easier for you. So I'm going to be using a kneaded eraser for that. A kneaded eraser is a lifesaver when it comes to this. I really love this eraser. It basically just picks up all the graphite without leaving those annoying eraser crumbs, dust, whatever it's called. I don't like it. And yeah, an important tip for using graphite is going from dark to light. At least that's how I like to do it. You can do it however you want if you don't like this technique, which I should have mentioned earlier, but yeah. Going from dark to light will help you with this medium. So now I'm going to use this little guy and highlight. Wow, oh my god, that turned out so good. Who drew that? I did that. Anyways, that is pretty much all for this tutorial. I hope this helped you. I hope you learned something. And yeah, I really enjoyed drawing with graphite today. I should probably do this more often because I really had a good time. Like, I'm just like, oh. But now I was like, this turned out so good. And yeah, if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up so I know. And if you didn't feel like it helped you, give it a thumbs down so I know. And yeah, subscribe for more videos like these, more tutorials, more helpful videos. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. That was a long one.